right, so our first one is mutualism. We are going to fill out the definition, and then we're going to come up with some codes to identify these types of relationships as well. Almost done? Okay. All right, so our first is mutualism. Everyone give me 2 thumbs up. Show me 2 thumbs up. Okay. This thumb is representing one organism. This other thumb is representing another organism. This means that both of these organisms are benefited. It's a relationship between 2 of them where they are both going to have something good out of the relationship. They're getting something good. Okay, so when I ask for mutualism, you're going to give me 2 thumbs up. This is going to be our code for mutualism. Okay, everyone say mutualism one more time. Excellent. Okay, so here's our definition. You're going to write species that live close together, and that's key. They have to be living close to each other in the same environment. Okay, and remember, species is referring to a plant or an animal. So it's not always just animals. And they are both benefiting from the relationship. In those 2 big circles, you're going to put 2 plus signs. That's going to be our symbol for when we write it down. We're going to have 2 plus signs. That means that it is positive. What? Yes, exactly. You're writing your definition, and then in the 2 circles, you're putting plus sign and plus sign, and underneath you're writing that they both benefit. So this organism benefits, and this organism benefits. Okay, we're going to look at some examples. The first 2 examples on the board, there's, on the left side, you guys all know this because we got to go outside and actually observe it, right? So we see what type of insect and what type of species is it on? A flower, good. What is it doing? It's what? It's pollinating the flower. Excellent. Is the bee benefiting in this relationship? Yeah, it's getting in the nectar from the flower. Okay, is the flower benefiting from this relationship? Yes, because it gets to do what? Pollinate and reproduce. Good. Anybody have a guess what that might be? Bacteria, that's true. What about what it's on?
Worm.
It's your intestines. This is inside you. Okay, there is something called good bacteria, and this bacteria lives inside of your intestines and breaks down different food inside it. Okay, so are your intestines benefiting? Because the food is getting broken down, and so you're able to actually digest the food. Is the bacteria benefiting? Yeah, because what? It gets to eat. Good. Okay, so this is one example. All right, for the next example, you're going to identify who is involved in this example, and then also how is this an example? So why is this an example of mutualism? Okay, you guys ready?
A family of yellow-billed offstakers on their host buffalo. Those stop-bung bills are designed for removing hard-hitting parasites off the buffalo's body.
so what are the birds doing? They're getting what, Amir? Say it louder.
Parasites.
Good, they're getting parasites off of what? You hear that? What animal it's on? A buffalo. Good. So who is involved? These are called nose.
These birds even roost on their
peckers, I
hosts.
think.
Whereas the red bulldogs, they can use
You can just put birds.
breed things.
And a large buffalo.
Of course, they provide a great service to the buffalo. This red bulldog specker is working on a facial.
The
He's not
quick
having
and
much
bad
joy
thing,
with those earbuds.
instead of taking a bath, you have just a bunch of birds on you, taking off the bugs and the dirt and things like that. Does the buffalo seem to mind? No. All right, so who is involved in this? Birds and buffaloes. Good. And how is this an example? How do the birds benefit? They get to eat the parasites. And how do the buffalo benefit? Say again? They get clean. They don't have any parasites on them anymore. Excellent. Let's see another example of mutualism. Yeah. The birds are getting parasites. So like bugs. All right. Here's another or two more examples of mutualism so you can really see some different types of how this looks in the environment.
Gobies often share a home with bulldozer shrimp. Whenever he ventures out of the burrow, the shrimp keeps at least one antenna on the goby. The goby gets an impeccable burrow to live in without lifting a fin, and the very nearsighted shrimp gets a bodyguard. With the flick of its tail, the goby warns the shrimp of approaching predators.
It's a very, very, very fine house. With 2 cats in the yard. Life used to be so hard. Now everything is easy because of you. Light the fire while you place the flowers in the vase.
Okay, so before we're going to this next one, what were the 2 organisms in this? Goby fish and bulldozer shrimp. So what was the bulldozer shrimp doing? Yeah, moving rocks and stuff so that, why? What was it moving out of?
The way? The hole?
Of the hole, of the little, so it was kind of like cleaning up that area, right? So that the fish could live in. So how did it benefit the fish then? It gets a place to live, and how does it benefit the shrimp? Or the bulldozer shrimp. Has roommates. What else? What did it say about its antenna attached to the fish the whole time? It was a bodyguard, exactly. So that it didn't get eaten. It was a bigger bodyguard. Okay, so you can see that is 2 different